Good evening. Some of the world's top experts in the field of renewable energy are in Kingston for the 7th annual World Wind Energy Conference. The event kicked off with a bang this evening as a local business hooked its solar power system to the Kingston Utilities power grid. Newswatch's Darren Davis has more.
All right.
And with that simple pressing of a button, Renewable Energy of Plum Hollow is online, providing 2 kilowatts of energy for the grid system. It's a plan that the local business has been working on for several years, but only recently has it become possible to accomplish.
There's been a sort of a combination of a few things happening. You know, number one, we've had people more concerned about the environment and the legacy that we're going to leave to our future generations, and then also the standard offer contract that pays you a premium on the green power that you do produce.
And while this one event won't solve all the energy issues, it's something Utilities Kingston is hoping to build on.
One of the things that actually we are going to start to offer is a hot water solar hot water rental program. You know, we've partnered with Enercan. They've provided us some grants, so we're going to offer them to customers as a rental unit.
Canada's most widely recognized environmentalist David Suzuki was on hand, and he couldn't help lamenting that successful projects like this one could have happened 20 years ago if governments had taken global warming more seriously.
And we have a government still that is dragging its feet on climate change. Now, I'm glad to see young people here, because what happens or does not happen in Ottawa today will have very little consequence for old people like me, but they will have enormous repercussions for our children here.
Darren Davis, CKWS Newswatch, Kingston.
Now, the conference is considered a huge deal, not just for Kingston, but for the province. Newswatch's Stu Hay has more on what the average homeowner can expect from the 3-day event.
Top scientists in the field of renewable energy are gathering at St. Lawrence College for the 2008 World Wind Energy Conference. They're coming from all corners of the world, places like China, the U.S., Brazil, and Europe. The first time this conference has been held in North America.
Ontario became a pioneer in North America, with the first state or province in North America to have a really good legislation. And that was one reason, because we see this as really a pioneer region in North America. And we hope that from here, the other states and regions, and hopefully even the federal state, will then take similar steps.
And it's no surprise Kingston landed the conference. Some large-scale projects are planned for this region, like the $410 million wind turbine farm on Wolfe Island. Canadian Hydro wants to install 86 turbines, creating enough electricity to power 75,000 homes. There's also a turbine project planned for Lake Ontario, near Prince Edward County, one of 22 offshore wind projects in the works across Ontario. Homeowners can plug into the benefits of renewable energy as well. Ontario is the only province or state in North America to allow individual homeowners to buy windmills or solar panels and then sell the electricity back to Ontario Hydro. And that means a check every month instead of a bill. Not surprising, it's become very popular.
We had thousands of people come out to learn how they could get involved, how they could develop their own projects either in their homes or elsewhere. And we do the same thing with wind, we do the same thing with small hydro, and we do the same thing with biogas and biomass.
Of course, it takes a fairly significant investment, but the payback is quick and very predictable.
When you invest today in a wind turbine, then you have 80% of your cost fixed, and the operation cost is it's really neglectable. So that means really you do the investment today, you can calculate very easily what the cost will be over the next 20 years.
Try that with fossil fuels. It's hard enough to predict the price of gasoline tomorrow, let alone 20 years from now. The conference gets into full swing on Tuesday, with guest speakers that include renowned Canadian environmentalist Dr. David Suzuki, First Nations Chief Phil Fontaine, and the Ontario Ministers of Environment and Natural Resources. Workshops will explore dozens of topics, ranging from marketing your wind farm to harnessing the fierce wind from tornadoes. Stu Hay, CKWS Newswatch, Kingston.